One of the most amazing things about this classic is the fishing freaks that showed up here in Knoxville, Tennessee.
Look at that crowd. It is for the fans.
Blast off, there's all the media, the fans, family, you're in that moment.
They new all-time attendance record for the Bassmaster Classic this week in Knoxville, Tennessee.
I think everybody that shows up to the Classic wants to feel a little bit of what we are feeling.
When they open that door and pull you into that Coliseum, the adrenaline rush of that, it's insane.
It's a giant bass!
All the records set here in Knoxville in 2019 have been reset here again.
I'm here at the Bassmaster Classic, you know, and I'm fishing in it. It just blows my mind because I still feel like I'm that kid that was, you know, fishing in the John boat, you know, 20-something years ago. And, you know, here I am fishing the Bassmaster Classic.
The Classic is so legendary, you almost don't feel like you can win it or you're ever gonna win it.
Just momentum going in, and everything's going right this year. Nobody remembers second, so I want number one.
I'm going to have a ton of friends and family here this week. I promise you, if I win that trophy this week, we're marching that trophy right down that strip.
Well, welcome to the Bassmaster Studio, sponsored by Marathon. Tommy Sanders, Ronnie Moore here. The World Championship, the Bassmaster Classic, it's always huge, the single most important event in the sport. But this year of 2023, Ronnie Moore in Knoxville, Tennessee, it seemed even more enormous.
It did indeed, Tommy. Every single person who's ever caught a bass has memories of probably a Bassmaster Classic. That's where a lot of our history is rooted in. I know as a child, I went to Bassmaster Classics. I got to experience it. There's nothing like it in the sport of bass fishing.
Oh, and the crowd's just incredible here in Knoxville, Tennessee. It was the same story back in 2019. Huge crowds both at the weigh-in, at the arena. People watching, again, giant audiences. But this year, all the records were broken. Everything was bigger and better in Knoxville, Tennessee. So much anticipation for this one, and a very challenging fishery here, but the crowds, the people of this area is what really made it something extra special.
You really start to see certain parts of the country that you realize this is a fishing region. In East Tennessee, no different. Huge crowds, a lot of exciting angler. I mean, these people fish every single day of the week to begin with. It's like the state of Alabama. Those two states, everyone fishes all the time. No question they were going to show up for the Bassmaster Classic and see how it was going to be won on possibly some of these guys' home lakes, a tough Tennessee River.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the Tennessee River. This is where it begins, just above Knoxville there, the Tennessee River, and runs about 30, 40 miles down to its intersection with the Little Tennessee River, also known as Lake Tellico. Two dams there, only one of them generates together about 30,000 acres.
And they make up the Tennessee River, like you said. The Fort Loudoun arm of the Tennessee River is dirtier, a lot more largemouth fishing. You get around Tellico, the water clears up, and you get smallmouth in play. And if you get smallmouth in play, we know certain guys are specialists at that. As we look back on the 2021 Elite Series event we had here, a specialist of smallmouth dominated wire to wire.
Absolutely, and when you commit to smallmouth here, that is a different set of problems you've got there because of the length limit, right, Ronnie?
18 inches for a smallmouth. If you catch one, it is a good one, but that doesn't mean you're going to get a lot of bites in a day, or the ones you catch, you could catch a bunch of 17 inches in a day, Tommy. It's not easy. Jeff Gustafson in 2021 led wire to wire, did something we didn't think that was probably possible, and even the locals winning on all smallmouth. He did that in the Elite Series event, and now he's trying to translate Gustafson into deja vu and bring it to this Bassmaster Classic as well.
Doing it one time hard enough, trying to do it two times after all the publicity this technique got back 4 years ago. It's going to be a little bit hard this time around, but Jeff Gustafson definitely up to it.
All right, it's just about go time here. Probably never been so excited for a tournament in my life. And yeah, day one of the Bassmaster Classic. This is what we live for, and great opportunity for me this week. So practice was decent. You know, obviously had a good luck here a couple years ago. Gonna be doing the same program. I'm gonna try and catch some big smallmouths out deep, doing the moping deal. We got a chance, so we'll see what happens today. Man, what an event. The crowd here is huge this morning. I mean, I'm just like, got the shakes. I'm fired up. Let's do it. Come on, be a bass. Oh yeah, I think it's a nice big one. Yes, 1 down, baby. 14 to go. Whew. That's a proper one. Whew. Look at that. I don't think we need to measure that. 20.5 incher. Sweet.
Canada's Jeff Gustafson picking up where he left off in the elite event of 2021. In that event, he caught his full limit each of 4 days, winning it wire to wire. He's hoping for 3 more days of that here.
The 2023 Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic presented by Toyota at the Tennessee River is sponsored by Ranger Boats, Yamaha, Toyota, and by Dakota Lithium.
I predict to win it's gonna be somewhere in that 3-day total 45 to 48 pound range. We could see more than that, but man, 15 pounds a day is strong on this place. It is. You're gonna see somebody come out of the gate with a good bag, maybe even over a 20 pound bag, maybe even 21, 22, maybe even 23, but it's the leaderboard will be volatile here this week. It's hard to be consistent on this body of water. Whether you're talking about Fort Loudoun or Tellico, it's hard to be consistent on either one. Big one. I mean a giant one. God, stay on, baby. That is a big one. Stay on, girl. Stay on. Stay on. You're good. You're good. You're good. God, I can see my jig way too much. Yes, baby, yes! I told you it was gonna happen. Give me some on that. Boom! Thank you, Lord.
Brandon Lester and fish like that go a long way to making sure you're competing on the final day. Meantime, out to John Cox of Florida in the sort of surroundings you might expect to find him in. There we go.
Oh. Come on, there we go. That's a keep. Maybe they're here. I think he's a keep. He's close. Oh yeah. Number 3. There we go. Boy, it'd be nice to pick up 2 more right here. Oh, he's so cold still. All right, let's keep going. There we go. Come on, baby, stay on. Stay on. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. I got him. Look how fat that one is. There we go. Got him on the Fritz side, baby. All right, that's 4 now. Come on. When you get another one, that's exciting there. You know, the whole time I'm throwing up under there, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, the sun's not out, the wind's blowing, they're not under those docks. And then we get bit. Oh, that's awesome.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, are you ready? Let's get ready to win! First timer in, ready to roll from Cabot, Ontario. Making welcome, Corey Johnston.
Corey Johnston, one of 3 Canadians in this Bassmaster Classic 2023. And Corey Johnston, to no one's surprise, went after the smallmouth.
By far, day 1 was the best conditions if you were going to fish for smallmouth of this Bassmaster Classic. But we know this guy, he's not getting farther than a few feet deep, Tommy.
Absolutely. And John Cox, who had a good tournament here back in 2021, big things expected from him here on day number 1. And well, he brings in largemouth as expected.
Yeah, he's shown up in big-time events before. Is this his week to get a Classic trophy?
5 fish here today after a 6th place finish here back in 2019. We watched his very close friend Otney Foe take the title, and can Brandon Lester get it done this time around? 17 pounds, 7 ounces. A brand new Academy Daily leader, and Brandon Lester is leading the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic right here in Rocky Top. I know Tennessee's looking forward to seeing how it goes for you, but a very special part of Tennessee, which is one of the most amazing things about you, dude, the incredible family support you have, and to see them here in this stand and to start off this event like this, what does that feel like?
Man, it just feels amazing. I literally got chills when they pulled that curtain back and I saw all the people in here.
How about Deal, Maryland's Brian Schmidt? Come on in here. He is a 3-time Bassmaster winner. Get loud for the
It's only his
Schmidt,
second
Brian
classic, Tommy,
Schmidt.
but he's one of the brightest stars in our sport, a veteran as well. You wonder how those bright lights affect him. Schmidt unaffected on day one, just like this man, Drew Benton.
Drew Benton, former Rookie of the Year with the Bassmaster Elite Series, former Elite Series champion at Lake Travis in Texas.
Benton obviously got off to a good start today, and I like seeing smallmouth and largemouth in his day one bag, keeping both things honest.
And how about Scott Canterbury? Did not fish the Classic here in 2019, but by the end of that year, he was the Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year on the Bassmaster Elite Series.
Is always a scary guy when they're up on wood, shallow water fishing, and it's going right to his wheelhouse, Tommy.
Bringing this fella here from Loudoun, Ontario. Here's Jeff Gustafson. The great Canadian snow leopard, Jeff Gustafson. Double guns loaded. Bang, bang. Gussie shoots out the lights on day number 1. 18 pounds, 8 ounces, and the great Canadian snow leopard is leading the Bassmaster Classic. 18 pounds and 8 ounces. Wow. 18 pounds, 8 ounces. You are leading this tournament.
Is that good? Is that good? Yeah, I found another spot or two, so you know, it worked out today. I don't have a lot of places, but I started this morning where I caught them last time. There's some fish there, but they're hard to catch. I lost, I don't know if anyone was watching, I lost a nice one. I tried to boat flip it on a small hook. I shouldn't have done that, but went to the next spot and settled down and made it happen.
Well, Canada's Jeff Gustafson's a very smart guy, smart enough not to get ahead of himself, but he has got, at this point in the game, very much reason to be optimistic about what's upcoming in this Bassmaster Classic. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Yes.
The 2023 Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic presented by Toyota at the Tennessee River is sponsored by Humminbird, Mercury, Nitro Boats, and by Bass Pro Shops.
Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic. This is our 2023 review show of the World Championship after day number 1. That was the score there for Jeff Gustafson, on top with 18 pounds and 8 ounces. One of his closest pursuers, Brian Schmidt.
Most of what I did the first day that had a lot of big fish kind of got taken away today from a little bit dirtier water. It didn't produce. So kind of in my mind, it got a rest. Yes. When you're dealing with a river situation, you're dealing with current, things can muddy and things can clean really quick. So the areas that I'm fishing, you know, the first day I had 16-1, I had a shot at 20 pounds. I had 20 pounds biting. So the potential is there. You know, we're just gonna rig up accordingly, try to control everything we can control, and hey, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. It's a nice one. Nice, fat, healthy little fish.
That's 4 fish now for Brian Schmidt, running a little bit behind his pace on day number 1. So right now, let's take it from Brian Schmidt, the angler from Maryland, over to Alabama's Scott Canterbury, the 2019 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year.
There he is. That one will keep, I think. That one will keep. That's number 1. Look at that. Spear point trailer hook got him. Old nickel spinnerbait got number 1. That'll measure. I started where I had several bites yesterday, and in the first hour I caught two keepers and a short, so it sort of got the ball rolling a little bit. Next stop I caught a 2 1/4 pounder, you know, a good one. And it's just like fishing slow. I'm trying to fish slow and methodical, and when you're fishing slow, it seems like time goes fast. If you're burning down the banks and fishing fast, it seems like it takes forever sometimes. But I'm fishing slow, trying to put it in front of them, because a lot of the fish when there's not any wind or anything, where in some places just don't want any action at all. Good little chunk. 2-4. There he is. Stay on, stay on, stay on. Yes. Woo, barely ate it. He'll measure. He'll measure.
Not a bad day so far for Scott Canterbury. 12 pounds, 13 ounces yesterday, maybe a little better today. Let's get our first look today at our leader to start day 2, Jeff Gustafson.
That's a real one. Maybe. I think we're gonna be good on this one. He's skinny, but he's long. Oh yeah. 6, 9 to go.
Some keepers there, but Jeff Gustafson has had quite a few that just short running. We've seen that before here. It doesn't dent his confidence enough, but I think he always has something in the back of his mind about could they be leaving, could they be dispersing.
That's the big dicey situation, not only on this body of water, but with smallmouth. This species of fish has to be 18 inches, so he could catch fish bigger than the rest of the field, 17, 17 and a half, 17 and 3/4, but they don't help his bottom line. And on a day where maybe bites are few and far between, if he comes up short of 18 inches, Tommy, it could loom large for him.
Again, he had 18 and a half pounds on day number 1. Not quite there yet, and that one wouldn't make it either.
Jeff Gustafson, though, very confident in what he's doing. He has elaborated his pattern a little bit and found 2 or 3 spots that he didn't fish here in 2021.
Jeff Gustafson catching plenty of them. Let's see what happens when we return. More of day 2, the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic coming up.
Today was crazy. You know, I started in the back and watched it get so warm to where they just quit coming. You know, they quit going back to that section, and I had to work my way out. Man, I was just grinding all day, man. I kept my frit side in the water, and I just threw it at everything. There were so many times where I wanted to pick up another rod, and pitch jig into some of that stuff. Something just seemed like anytime I throw anything else, I get a hit, and I just miss them. You know, so I've just been sticking with the frit side and just cranking all day long. Here we go, coming to you. Come here. Got her. That's the one we lost right there. Oh my gosh. Got her in the side. Oh my gosh. That's another one of those nice ones there. Oh my gosh, look at that. Those are the Fusion 19 hooks right there. Just, oh gosh, that was awesome.
John Cox in his element, obviously happy, but he's always happy, so what are you going to say? Brian Schmidt, one more look at Brian after a day that's been a little slower than day number 1.
Please stay on. Please, baby girls. Please stay on here. Yes! Woo! Give me some on that, huh?
There we go, let's go.
We're not done.
Brian Schmidt emphatic about the fact that he's got more to catch out here. Let's see what else Scott Canterbury can come up with on day 2.
There's a good one. That's a big one. Stay on. What are you talking about, baby? Bassmaster Classic right here. That's what we gotta have. Some of them. Woo-hoo-hoo, baby. Give me some.
Oh, one like that will do wonders for your spirits here on day 2 of the Bassmaster Classic. Let's get back over to our leader from day 1, Jeff Gustafson, perking right along.
All right. Feels good. Oh yeah, it's a big one, boys. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Nice, nice. That's an upgrade. Yes, I'm just gonna spot lock this quick. The old canal comes through for one. Oh, I knew that felt a lot better on the hook set. Oh, that makes me happy. Bingo! Okay, let's get another one. There's a bunch there.
Well, a crucial time, day 2 weigh-in at the Bassmaster Classic. You got to make that cut to 25. First up, Scott Canterbury of Alabama. Obviously a great day with largemouth.
Yeah, that's the one big thing. Are these largemouth anglers going to come back against Gussie and the smallmouth? Scott Canterbury is one that really started to gain momentum on Saturday's competition day of this 3-day event.
Scott Canterbury 12-13 on day 1, 15-3 on day 2, and can he win here? Well, first, can he lead for 6 days when we count back to 2021? Jeff Gustafson trying to be the first Canadian to win a Bassmaster Classic.
Back in 2021, Tommy, Jeff Gustafson, it was doubtful if you could win on all smallmouth. He did that in 2021, and after 2 days of competition, he has 2 full limits of nothing but brown bass.
17-3 on day number 2 to go with his 18-8 on day number 1. Total of 35-11. We've watched John Cox, as expected, seeking out the shallow water, trying to find the dirtier water during the course of this day. Did he outrun his fish? Did he get too far back? No, he's got a limit.
Guy who had success in 2021 here. Unlike what most people think, this Floridian feels very comfortable throwing a crankbait in cool or cold water. He is doing it once again this week.
Brian Schmidt, definitely one of the hottest anglers in the Bassmaster Elite Series over the last 2 years. He's notched a victory in each one of those 2 years, and he is looking for bigger things this week.
Absolutely one of the deadliest anglers on the Elite Series. Brian Schmidt, normally when he's in it to win it on the final day, Tommy, he closes that door. He'll be pursuing the leaders this week.
Brian Schmidt now in 3rd place as it stands right now, and Drew Benton, who did not make the cut back in 2021, is back with a vengeance this time around.
Yeah, normally he doesn't show up big in the Classic, even though he is such a great Elite Series competitor during the season, but this week could be Benton's week.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet your Bassmaster Classic Super 6! From Fayetteville, Tennessee, Brandon Lester. From Odenville, Alabama, Scott Canterbury. From Blakely, Georgia, Drew Benton. From Deal, Maryland, Brian Schmidt. From DeBerry, Florida, John Cox. From Keewatin, Ontario, Canada, Jeff Gustafson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your Bassmaster Classic Super 6.
Here we go with the most important day in the sport of bass fishing, the final day, the championship day of the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic, the World Championship. Canada's Jeff Gustafson on top with a good, healthy lead over the rest of the field. Gustafson looking to make history as the first Canadian ever to win this World Championship. Behind him, second place John Cox, and third place Brian Schmidt.
You know, it's a very rare opportunity to have a chance being in third place going in the final day of a classic. I'm here now. All I can do is what I can do today. I don't wish nothing bad on any of these guys. We're going to need somebody to stumble. This is not Fort Loudoun, this is Gussieville. He needs to move here. Even though he lives in a really cool place, he needs to move here, man. I mean, he's dominant here. My hat's off to him. All I'm gonna do is what I can do, man, and hopefully it works out.
Let's hear it for Brian Schmidt, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, dude. Thank you, brother. Hey, hats off to you, homie.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard today. It looks better on paper than yesterday was hard, but it's not easy for me either, you know.
I'm just, my hat's off to you, bro. What you're doing is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, we're gonna try our best. I know you will too, and good luck, man.
Okay, man. You too.
Yep. Okay. Keeper number one. We're just gonna fly by the seat of our pants today. And man, that thing had to sit there forever. So happy to have you. Come on. You know that was big for him. I mean, that makes me feel so good. Okay? There he is. Number two.
No current. It's the right one. Yes! That's how we will start. That's the right one. Come on, baby, come on. God. That's a good one. Maybe. Yes, I think we got one, guys. Let's cross our fingers, it's gonna be close. Yep, number one, 11, 4 to go. All right. Thanks, buddy.
There's a good one there. Yeah. Yeah, he's at least a 2-pounder. There he is.
That feels good. Yep. Yes. Okay. Yes. 2.
Different field to day number 3, final day of the Bassmaster Classic, and Jeff Gustafson thinking ahead, trying to think about all the things that could happen.
He's really had only plan A, Tommy. He hasn't had plan B, plan C, plan D. Hasn't had to have anything come into play. It's been a perfect tournament for him so far, but now time to get some gas because he may need to make a bunch of stops and moves as he makes his way up the river. But honestly, without a game plan for largemouth, he's just flying by the seat of his pants on the final day of the Classic, which is a game-changing day of competition.
I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Certainly, as we say, a different day number 3 for Jeff Gustafson right now. Meanwhile, let's check in on Brian Schmidt. He's had a great tournament so far. As he wraps up his day today, he's pretty much kept it simple, doing what he really feels comfortable.
Yeah, he really had the most confidence out of anyone in the field backstage after day 2, Tommy. He knew he was going to have a deficit. No one thought anyone could catch Jeff Gustafson, but Brian Schmidt brought it on this final day, and honestly, if a couple of these competitors had another hour or 2 of fishing, it may be a different finale that we see at the weigh-in.
Brian Schmidt had 16 pounds and 1 ounce on day number 1. Feels like he's maybe a little shy of that today, but we won't know for sure till we get to the weigh-in. Back to Jeff Gustafson.
All right, Gus, we started the day saying you just needed 5 more. I only heard you count to 2. What was going on in your mind, in your gut that entire time?
Yeah, it wasn't very fun today. You know, it wasn't like I had a good largemouth plan to go roll with. I had what I had, and I was fishing to win, so.
Last question, and I ask everybody as I'm coming in whether they win or don't. Do you feel like you have enough today to win your first Bassmaster Classic?
No, I'm not happy. I wanted 5 fish, and I would have felt pretty good. But I mean, you never know. But it wasn't. you know, I think I'm a little light, but I guess we'll see what happens.
Jeff Gustafson. It wasn't easy for him getting limits on days 1 and 2 of this classic, but he got them the same way he got 4 limits here in the Elite Series event in 2021. But just 2 keepers on this of all days championship day at the Bassmaster Classic. What is going to happen at the weigh-in?
The 2023 Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic presented by Toyota at the Tennessee River is sponsored by Minn Kota, Power Pole, Skeeter Boats, Progressive Insurance, and by Rapala.
The dream was created over 50 years ago.
Big hand for our first champion of the Bassmaster Classic, Bobby Murray.
Since then, it's created legends.
27 pounds, 7 ounces, Ricky Kahn.
Created heroes.
Never give up! Never give up!
Created superstars.
Jason Christie conquers the Bassmaster Classic.
Today, it will create the next world champion. It's Championship Sunday, the final day of the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic, presented by Toyota.
It's time.
Giant bass! And he definitely is fighting for his right to party at the Bassmaster Classic. Fin freak of nature right there. 20 pounds, 10 ounces! He needs 12 pounds, 14 ounces, 19 pounds, 8 ounces. I love my job. This is the greatest job in the world. There's nothing I would rather do than this. But I didn't create this job. The greatest MC in the history of tournament fishing is one man and one man only. He is the chicken that laid the egg. He is the mighty Ray Scott. So all together, everybody, if you love bass fishing, as a way to thank the amazing Mr. Ray Scott, I need you to get loud right now. Thank you, Ray Scott. Thank you, Bob Cobb. Thank you, all the forefathers that built this sport. Are you guys ready to weigh some fish? Rolling in, ladies and gentlemen, from Alabama, get loud for Scott Canterbury. 7'12", 12 pounds and an ounce, and Scott Canterbury is leading the 2023 Bassmaster Classic. He is your brand new Academy Daily Leader. Before you load that hot seat, and it's very, very comfortable. Nobody's even sat in it today. It's cleaned off and perfect for you. We talked this morning. You have one of the most coveted trophies in professional bass fishing, the Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year title. You got a spot on that shelf for that bad boy right there.
Right next to it. Right next to it, but I don't know if it's coming home today or not, but roll tide, guys.
Let's keep them rolling. Let's roll through our next angler. Get loud for Drew Benton. If you want to take that seat, he needs 11 pounds, 12 ounces. 9 pounds, 13 ounces, just a pound 15 short of the overall lead, but he moves into second place. Get loud for Panama City, Florida pro, Drew Benton.
I got to thank my family, my mom and dad, and my friends from Georgia for coming and support me, and everybody that sent me texts. This is my first Super 6, and I hope I get to do this again because this crowd is just unbelievable.
From Maryland, Brian Schmidt. He started the day with 29 pounds, 13 ounces. looking for 10 pounds, 5 ounces to take the lead. 11 pounds and an ounce. And Brian Schmidt is your brand new Academy Daily leader. $40 pounds, 14 ounces, and Brian Schmidt, you are leading the Bassmaster Classic.
I don't even know what to say right now. I'm blown away, man. Man, I would love to pull this out.
He is one of only 2 Canadians to ever win a Bassmaster Elite Series event, fishing his 4th Bassmaster Classic. From Kenora, Ontario, Canada, the great Canadian snow leopard, Gussie Jeff Gustafson. He has dominated this tournament since day number 1. He has won 6 days of competition on this incredible river. One of these anglers is about to become a Bassmaster Classic champion. For the first time, Gussie struggles. Just 2 fish today. Needs 5 pounds, 4 ounces. 6 pounds, 13 ounces! 6:13, Gussie gets it done! And oh, Canada, you have a Bassmaster Classic champion! And for the first time in history, Canada has a Bassmaster Classic champion.
Unreal! One more time. I didn't feel like I was even going to be close or have a chance, and unbelievable. It's a crazy sport. I don't know what to say. This is incredible. It's insane.
Truly insane.
Where's the trophy?
It's right there, but you're gonna have to get it from your buddy who you've been traveling with all year long. I'd like to bring out Jason Christie to do the handoff. A wire-to-wire win for the great Canadian snow leopard. Oh, Canada, you have a Bassmaster Classic champion. A wire-to-wire win for Jeff Gustafson, your 2023 Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic champion, Jeff Gustafson.
Oh, Canada is right. 2 years ago, Jeff Gustafson became the first Canadian to win on the Bassmaster Elite Series, and here in 2023, he becomes the first Canadian to win the Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic, the World Championship. And Ronnie, you can't ask for a nicer guy, a more respected angler than Jeff.
A fantastic champion, Jeff Gustafson, and he did it in dominant fashion, Tommy. He has led 7 straight days of competition on this body of water, winning an Elite Series event, and now the World Championship, a Bassmaster Classic.
Well, hats off one more time to our new champ, Jeff Gustafson.